Kanye has recently been going through a very public separation from the mother of his children, Kim Kardashian, who is adamant that she is absolutely done with the 44-year-old rapper. Then, for the last year, it seems like Kanye has been in the sunken place. I mean, who saw the video of him chilling with Antonio Brown, Madonna, and Floyd Mayweather? Everyone in this room is going through a midlife crisis at once. This is like if Jack Torrance was out here designing clothes and making rap music, because Kanye is really on some other shit lately. And can you blame him when his ex-wife is out here running around with Pete Davidson? He better get used to it too, because this is just the first of many high-profile men she'll be attached to in the future. You can tell this Pete Davidson shit is driving him absolutely insane. It had him begging for Kim to come back to him publicly.
I need you to run right back, baby. More specifically, Kimberly.
But in general, she seems to be absolutely done. Like there's no saving this marriage.
That don't kill me, can only make me stronger. I need you to hurry up now, cause I can't wait much longer. I know I got to be right now, cause I can't get much wronger. Man, I've been waiting all night now, that's how long I've been on ya. I need you right now, I need you right That don't kill me, can only make me stronger. I need you to hurry up now, cause I can't wait much longer. I know I got to be right now, cause I can't get much stronger. Man, I've been waiting all night now, that's I need you right now. I don't know if you got a man or not, if you made plans or not, if God put me in your plans or not. I'm tripping, this drink got me saying a lot, but I know that God put you in front of me. So how the hell could you front on me? It's 1,000 yous, it's only one of me. I'm tripping, I'm caught up in the moment, right? Cause it's Louis Vuitton dine night, so we gon' do everything the kind like. Heard they do anything for a Klondike, well I'll do anything for a blind dyke, and she'll do anything for the limelight, and we'll do anything when the time's right. Baby, you're making it. I need you right now.
Welcome to Authentic Alphas with your boy Ayindei. I'm kicking it with my boy Sai. Right now we in the barbershop. He getting freshed up. And we probably just gonna have some, barbershop talk. You know what it do when the fellas get together. So right now, we hearing a lot about the whole Kim Kardashian thing, so I haven't really looked into it, and I'm not too familiar with the details, but it's looking like another brother is having difficulties with his baby mama. Soon to be baby mama, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, it's tough. But yeah, Sai, man, I want to congratulate you on your newborn, you know what I'm saying? Your new addition to the family, your first. So I figured that this would kind of touch home with you, being that you have a daughter now, and I guess Kanye has like, what, 4? I know he has at least 4 kids with Kim.
Like 4 kids with her.
Yeah, so the story that I saw recently was like something about she was having a birthday party and he wasn't allowed to know where it was at, and he was going through it. So, I mean, what is your take on fathers struggling to stay in the lives of their children simply because they're not necessarily getting along with the mom?
I mean, I think that shit is fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like the whole purpose of 2 people, coming together to raise a child is to have them in the best emotional, spiritual, financial, educational position that they could possibly be in.
Right. So
when you take that ability away from the child because of 2 adults' egos, it's kind of counterintuitive, you know what I'm saying? Like, like why are we here? Like, are we here for how we feel about each other, or are we here for how we feel about the evolution of this child? You know what I'm saying?
Right, no, definitely.
I feel like that, in situations like that, I feel like that's completely, because then, like he said, that the narrative now becomes that he wasn't there at his daughter's birthday party, which is important to kids, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because of what? Because of how her mom felt about him, you know what I mean? He's not like a danger to the child or anything like that.
Exactly.
You know, he had the. Did you see the video that he put out?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what made me want to talk about it, because one of the main things, I mean, because he mentioned fathers in general, you know what I'm saying, which I really appreciated, because he didn't make it just a me thing. You know what I'm saying? He acknowledged that there's an active agenda to take the fathers out of the lives of the children, and I believe that. I believe that for many years, because
been that way.
right, because I see it. You know, I'm paying
yeah.
attention to the way it's.
I'm just
Then,
wishing
next
my
one.
daughter a
Turn
public
right.
happy birthday. I wasn't allowed to know where her party was. There's nothing legal. They're saying that these are the kind of games that's being played.
At the light,
It's the kind of thing
turn right
that
onto Aviation
really has
Boulevard.
affected my health for the longest. And I'm just not playing. I'm taking control of my narrative this year. I'm being the father, the best father, the yay version of a father. And I'm not finna let this happen.
In
And we're
half
gonna
a
be
mile,
in real time.
take a slight
with
right
this
turn onto
right here.
I-405 North.
Chicago, happy birthday. I love you. And I'm just putting this online because I need y'all's support. I didn't call Kim, text the nannies. I got on the phone with Tristan. He said, he asked Chloe, won't nobody give me the address to my daughter's birthday party right now? And that's going to imprint in her mind that I wasn't there for her. You get what I'm saying? Like, I was supposed to be in Miami recording my album. My whole schedule is all based around me being able to take my kids to school, me being there for them, making sure that I'm in their life. That's the whole point of having money. They take so many fathers just throughout America. They've been taking the fathers out the homes purposely. So I'm speaking up. I'm using my voice to say this ain't gonna keep happening. This narrative is not gonna happen. It's a lot of people that's not in a position where they ain't got no voice when people be playing games like this. Baby mamas be playing games. The grandmama be playing games like this. And it's like, as y'all know, they ain't finna play like that.
The system incentivizes these women to behave this way.
And let's not take away that.
No. I'm gonna get to that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to guys. Right. I'm gonna get to guys' behavior also.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna ask you about your fears and your insecurities, because me personally, one of the reasons why I never really wanted to have children, or I do want to have children, but one of the things that I was most terrified about was a woman taking my child, bro. Like that's
Really?
that's always been like my worst fear. Like, I'm not afraid of death. I'm not afraid to go bankrupt. There's so many things I'm not afraid of, but I am afraid of having a child, and if for whatever reason me and the mother aren't seeing eye to eye, and then she takes my child away from me. So I wanted to ask you: has that fear ever crossed your mind? Like,
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I'm turning 32 this year, and this is my first kid for a reason.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, and I say that to say, when you're with someone, you can kind of tell, like, how they would act in certain ways. Like my girl saves ladybugs and butterflies and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like her level of compassion and caring. I couldn't see her doing that.
doing that to
You know what I mean?
to your kid.
No, not at all. Like she understands too wholeheartedly what a two-parent, like how important a two-parent household is, especially in this generation. But like, I mean, we all have insecurities and fears. I mean, I feel like at least that's what drives me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm insecure about a lot of shit. A lot of things. If I get a tattoo on my forearm, I'm insecure about all the other negative space that's there. So now I gotta fill it up. You know what I mean? Like, I have a gang of insecurities, but I don't feel like that hasn't been one of them. I feel maybe not being able to show my daughter something. Not being able to teach things to my daughter that no one taught me.
Right. I see what you're saying.
But that's where her mom comes in. Because her mom knows all the things that I don't know. You get what
True.
I'm saying? Like, how to be compassionate, how to be, like how to
Nurturing and stuff, yeah.
Exactly.
No, I feel you on that. I mean, so like I was married, and there was a lot of pressure from my mother-in-law. Like, she literally just randomly come over sometimes, and cause she had a key, and I always like get super upset. I'm like, yo, Ma, you can't do that. You cannot do that. You need to call first, knock first, something. And there'd be times when she'd catch us like making love or whatever, and she'd just be like, oh, y'all making me a grandbaby. And it was like, there was just so much pressure. You know, I made sure that I bought the condo first. Because my thing was, I promised myself I'd be married before children. And I wanted to own where we lived. I didn't want to, like, be renting or whatever. You know, and I wanted to have time with my wife before we brought a child into the mix. And, you know, we ended up getting divorced because my wife was just way too insecure, and I couldn't do it anymore because I realized it wasn't going to get any better. I was like, this is just going to get worse and worse and worse, you know? So I decided to file for divorce. And in the back of my mind, it was like a test. Because if she was willing to reconcile and make some adjustments and changes, I was willing to work it out. But I also wanted to see, is she going to take my condo? You know what I mean? Because the way it was set up, I wanted to put the condo in my mother's name, right? Because I couldn't explain where my money came from. Let's just put it like that. I don't want to incriminate myself. But
Allegedly.
Right, allegedly. I couldn't explain certain things. So, so the plan was put it in my mom's name. My mom was down.
Right.
But my mom lives in another state. Whereas my mother-in-law literally lived a mile away. So, of course, once that became a family discussion, the argument was, why would you have your mother come all the way from another state to do paperwork and due diligence and all this kind of stuff?
Because it's your mom, that's why.
Exactly. That was my argument. And I went ahead and trusted them, which some will say was a mistake. But I'm going to be honest. In my mind, I was thinking to myself, what better test to see if I can trust this woman to take my child? So I was telling myself, if she would take my property, she would take my child. And the moment she reneged on what we agreed, which was to liquidate, we agreed that if anything ever was to happen, we would either liquidate it and, you know, split the money accordingly, or one person would buy out the other person. You get what I'm saying? You would just pay me what I put into it, and then it's yours, or you pay me, or I pay her what she put into it, and then it's hers, right? And we did a 65-35 split. I paid 65% of it, she paid the rest, and we bought it out of foreclosure. Sure enough, feelings got involved, and they justified taking my shit. Let's put it that way. You would think that I would be furious. Like, she took my first property. Bro, I was relieved. Like, I felt this weight lift off of me because I knew at that moment this divorce was the right thing. And I also knew that rushing into being a parent was also the right thing, because if she would take my property, she would use my child against me.
That's crazy.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I've still been terrified ever since, because I know so many good men that have the mother of their children making their life a living hell and keeping them from their children. And when you know the man, you know he doesn't deserve it. You know he's a great father. You know he needs to be. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
it's easy for a woman to tell you about a guy you don't know and blame it all on him, which let's face it, that's what women do. They always make it the guy's fault. But a lot of times I think it's the woman being selfish, and like you said, it's ego, and it's also her wanting to control this guy's behavior and using the child as leverage.
100%. What you're saying makes sense, but bro, I've seen a lot of piece of shit fathers too.
No, I agree.
Like, I feel
but who chose those fathers?
But
who chose those fathers?
Yeah, but you can't put that on the woman.
No, I understand.
You know
but still, the question is, how is he with the child, though? At the end of the day, how is he with the child? Because a lot of women will take the kid simply because he cheated or something like that. It's like, that has nothing to do with his kid.
Of course.
And the children aren't even supposed to know. The mother is supposed to take one for the team and make sure the children don't find that out until they're adults. And the reason why I say this is because when you contrast the males to females, in my opinion, majority of the time, if the wife cheats or the woman cheats, majority of fathers, they will go out of their way to keep their children from finding that out. You get what I'm saying? Like, they won't out the mother in front of the children and be like, your mom cheated on me, she's a slut, or she's a whatever. They will desperately try to not have their children find that out about their mother. Yeah, I mean, whereas with the mother, it's the opposite.
Yeah, adult business should always stay adult business.
Exactly.
Like, it should never, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
Because kids have they have no perception.
They can't understand it. They can't understand it, yeah.
But I mean, bro, I feel like for as equally as many, like, fucked up mothers, I feel like there's an equal amount of
course, I agree, of course.
You know, don't think about, you know, their kids, that'll spend their last at the strip club on a Friday, you know, before going home to their kids for the weekend.
Absolutely.
You know,
I've seen women do. I've seen women spending money on male strippers.
That's what I'm saying.
I've seen them spend the child support money on their favorite stripper.
Yeah, I can believe that.
I've seen fathers buy flat screen TVs for their kids, and then the mother take the TV away from the kids and give it to a stripper. I saw that. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, how the hell you take your kid's TV and give it to a stripper?
Yo, seduction is one hell of a drug.
I've seen it. I've seen it. And I've also seen a lot of fathers stay in relationships where they're miserable just for the sake of their children. I see very few women doing that.
But yeah.
I've begged women to stay married to their husband for the children.
You know, women have a privilege though that men don't have.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
The court's gonna support them.
Like, because a high value man is not doing that. They're not doing that at all. Like, it's one and done. That's it.
Yeah, we're out of there.
That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know.
But I see your angle.
But I like where you're going with it, and I like your input on it, because your insight is really that this is a serious issue. It is a serious, it's a valid fear to have.
Yeah, it's valid.
But I feel like you went above and beyond to kind of ensure that you were taking that step with the right woman. And I think that's what guys need to learn, to pick them well.
Facts, for sure. And like, I also had to check myself going into the situation too, because, you know, it takes two to tango. So if I'm out here doing shit that I'm not supposed to be doing,
exactly,
knowing what the consequences can be, whether they're right or wrong, you know what I'm saying? It's like I had a conversation with my boy today. He was going back and forth with this girl. She was like, it was something that was some expense that she had for the kids or whatever, and she was complaining about it. He's complaining to me about it. I'm like, nigga, just send her double the money then. So shut her the fuck up. Like,
yeah, send her the money.
I understand what she's, and he sent her like $5 grand. I'm like, yeah, so what is she gonna say now? She can't say nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She might be wrong in the situation,
but you still did your part.
Exactly.
And I tell guys that all the time.
And when you're a man, you got to be a man first.
You have to be a man full time. You can't
pick and choose.
Right. Your masculinity can't be selective. Yeah. It can't be like, oh, she's not behaving, so I'm not gonna be a good man. Even if the woman's a piece of shit, you still got to be a good man, and vice versa. I tell women all the time, your femininity and your cooperation can't be selective. You know what I mean? It can't be based on how the guy is behaving. You should be all woman regardless, whether you're alone, with a bad dude, the good dude, right dude, wrong dude. You still got to be all woman. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, nah, you're right, because, and the reason why I stand firm on that is because women know when they're wrong. They know when they doing stupid shit. Mm-hmm. But when you stand firm and you hold frame as a man, they might not apologize, but they'll come suck your dick.
They'll come around later though. I tell guys that all the time. Right, maintain your frame and let her have to come around. Even if it takes her days or weeks or whatever, she has to come around, because you didn't like, the two wrongs don't make a right type logic. The moment she does something stupid and then now you do something wrong, now you almost justify her bad behavior now, because you fell off the horse too, and now she's gonna point. And as the man, she's looking at you for the leadership and the example anyway. Like, I was having this conversation with my girl last night, and I was basically telling her like moving forward now, I gotta be expected to lead this team. And anytime I've ever been in a leadership role or in a position of authority, nigga, I up my standards for myself dramatically. You see what I'm saying? When they made me the head of security, now I gotta be on my P's and Q's now, because I'm setting the tone.
Yeah, no, for real, 100%.
Right, like if anybody in my team acts up or they do something wrong, how can I correct them if I'm not setting you get what I'm saying? If I'm not setting the example. So for example, when I'm taking guys on tours and we're performing in all these different cities and countries, if I'm telling these guys, hey, you can't hook up with the girls, because what if you hook up with a girl and then we leave, now they're not gonna book us again because you know what I'm saying, something happened with one of you girls. So now I have to go out of my way to make sure that I don't even, you see what I'm saying, indulge myself, because then I'll be a hypocrite telling my team not to do this thing that I did. I can't tell another dude don't be late if I'm late. So I feel like it's the same way in a relationship, especially when you're the father, you're the head of the household, you kind of have to, you know what I'm saying?
But see, that's the thing, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, Mr. You gonna get mad at me. I don't even consider myself like the head of the household. Mm-hmm. I let her run the house. Cause I don't know nothing about the house. I don't know. Like, I'm serious. Like I'm running around most of the day.
Right.
And when I'm in there, like, I stay on my side for the most part. And then I
let her do her thing.
I do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? But like,
no, I feel you.
When it comes to running my house, it's like, nigga, I don't always know if we got strawberries to make oatmeal in the morning. Like, I don't know that. I'm not supposed to know that.
No, but that's what I mean though. Like, I mean that you're the man of the house in the sense of you delegate. You know what I mean? And you delegated that to her. That's her domain. that's her thing or whatever, and you're doing your thing as a provider.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she ain't gonna tell you how to work. She ain't gonna tell you how to run your businesses.
Because the thing is, she doesn't want to. You know what I mean? Like, and the business that she does like help me with, she has her own like job in that, and she does her part of it, and I do my part. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think that was that's the big, because I had a relationship before, and it wasn't like this because those boundaries wasn't really set.
You didn't have the helpmate.
The thing was, I had someone that had the same amount of masculine energy that I had. That was the problem. I'm from Brooklyn. You can't. You got more men than me. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. Trust me. I know.
Can't, like, why are you talking to me like this? Like,
I tell my girl that all the time. I'm like, listen, just be careful because you can never raise your voice at me.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you can raise your voice at me, but here's my thing. Like, don't think that it's gonna faze me.
Yeah, that too.
Like,
you ain't gonna pug me.
Like, I don't care. Like,
you wanna measure dicks.
You can yell all you want. Like, you can hit me. You can do all that. It's not gonna faze me. Like,
hey, when you got a Latina, sometimes they get mad enough to put hands on you.
I mean, bro, that shit is funny to me. It don't really.
Yeah, it is funny. That's why I laugh at my girl when she tries to get like that. It's like, come on now, what are you doing?
And like I always tell women, like, when you're dealing with certain type of men, it's like, if you feel like, if they had a brother, right, and they felt like they wanted to put hands on you, I just go find your brother every time you hit me, and I just beat the shit out of him. That's all. So then
but see, you on that old school New York shit. Go get your brother.
Go get your brother.
Yeah, that's how I grew up. Anytime a woman start putting her hands on, hey, listen, go get a nigga.
Like, bro,
go get your man. Go get your. I still to this day tell them that. Yo, go get somebody, because I'm not finna argue with you.
I like when a girl try to attack you, because like when you box and shit, you always trying to work on your head movement and shit. So I just sit there and fuck with her, like, like, get out. You know what I'm saying? Just play with her, like you're not about to do. You're not gonna knock me out. You're not gonna black my eye, like, you know what I'm saying?
It's just funny too, because they end up respecting you though. But when you stoop down to their level,
never.
So it's a shit test. I think it's a form of shit test.
No, but that's what it is. They push your buttons.
They push your buttons. They want to see. Right. They want to see, is he really as he really secure as he says he is? Yeah, a lot of times, guys, you gotta keep in mind when women do and say certain things, what they're doing is they're testing you. When a woman accuses you of something, or she says a real man would, and all those type of things, she's just trying to see how you're gonna respond.
She want to see how you.
Yeah, like that.
Like, let me see if you really know how to hold frame.
Yeah, are you really the nigga you say you are, or are you perpetrating?
Because sometimes they'll slip up. They be like, all right, I said this.
And the more they like you, is the more they're gonna do it. If a chick's not shit testing you, bro, that means she's not that interested. She don't see you as something to begin with. Exactly. The shit testing is when she's thinking, I think this might be the real deal. Let me make sure.
But they got to do it in a feminine way. Like, don't do it like you trying to bully me. Like,
some of them never learned how to do it in a feminine way, though. And that's part of what happens when you take the fathers out the house, man.
That's facts.
They never learn how to really be in their feminine energy. Yeah, man, but we're going to try to bring it back. We're going to keep on hitting y'all with content, you know what I'm saying, to get you more comfortable with your insecurities and how you could tackle them and improve yourself. Because like the man said, we all got our insecurities, we all got our weak areas, but ignoring them is not how you solidify them. You're not going to be stronger by ignoring your weak areas. In fact, that's where you go do the most work.
Exactly.
If you got strong arms, don't work arms every day, bro. Go work them weak ass legs. You know what I'm saying?
And when you're not embracing your insecurities, like, you're not running to, like, it's a new year, bro. Like, if you're not running towards your insecurities to, like, turn them into strengths, and that's just real coward shit. You know what I'm saying? Like my thing last year was I didn't like to diet. I didn't like to eat clean. I didn't like to, I didn't like to do cardio that I didn't enjoy doing. You know what I'm saying? So this year, since the year started, I've been cleaning up my diet. I've been doing shit differently. And I'm going towards those things that I didn't like doing. And
the things that are uncomfortable.
And it makes you so much better of a person. It gives you, like, a more disciplinary, like, threshold on your life. You feel me?
Right.
Because if you do the shit that you don't like doing, imagine when you do the shit that you like doing.
Exactly.
It's simple.
That's true, man. Self-discipline is the key to pretty much everything. So you got to go towards the things that you least favor and challenge yourself and make it your bitch. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you don't like doing, make that your bitch. You know what I'm saying? And then find another thing that you're not good at and work on that. And trust me, there's plenty of things that we all need to work on. So you ain't gonna run out of things to work on.
Never.
But and that's what's appealing to people in general, because everybody has these things, but how many of us actually attack them head on rather than ignore them to try to maintain some type of comfort? And that comfort is always going to be a temporary comfort because you're coping. You're basically coping. It's kind of like someone that drinks because they're in mental pain, so they drink to feel good for that moment, but then you're going to feel even worse the next day when you wake up with a hangover.
And comfort will make you a victim of your own comfort.
Complacent.
That shit is bad. Like,
yeah, and remember, growing is uncomfortable. That's why they call it growing pains. So
yeah, why you think when you lift, you got to tear that muscle to rebuild it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but also you got to rest. So you got to work hard, you got to be diligent, you got to be consistent, but you also have to schedule time to rest, to diffuse, you know what I'm saying, to reflect. That's also just as important. Like, am I really taking the time to evaluate my progress? You know what I'm saying, to look at my strategy, what's working, what's not working, what could I have done better, what am I doing great? You know what I'm saying? So also, guys, take that time to look at self, you know what I'm saying, and just basically rate your performance. And harshly and honestly, be honest with yourself. And don't be afraid to ask somebody that you respect and admire to critique you. You know what I'm saying? Let them be like, yo, tell me how you feel about it. Don't hold back nothing. Let me know. Yeah. I'm not gonna take it personal. Let me know.
I feel like men are too sensitive.
Straight up. No chaser.
Men are too sensitive nowadays. They don't want nobody to tell them
Way
nothing.
too sensitive, bro.
They don't want
even the barbershop, man, I ain't heard not one person roast not one person yet. Like, what happened to that?
What you said? What you mean?
Roast. When I grew up in the barbershop, bro, niggas was roasting each other.
Nah, they do. It's just normally like you got to come here on like a Saturday.
Saturday, yeah, you're right. It's Friday and Saturday, yeah.
Like he got
barbershop is brutal. And it needs to be. Oh yeah, where? Yeah, because it needs to be, bro. It needs to be. So when you call each other out.
La personas aquí en la barbershop. Todo gente aquí es loco.
Yeah, that's funny.
See, like they just go crazy.
Real shit.
Like, they
real
just
shit.
Be wildin'.
Yeah, it's where we talk about politics, where we talk about women, business, whatever, man, whatever. And we need that. We need to reintroduce these male spaces to this younger generation that's lacking that. Them hard knocks, man. That hard knock life. We need to bring that back because
yo, these kids don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, I'm saying.
They don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, we got to bring back that tough love, that tough love amongst men, amongst brothers, because how they say, what is it? Iron sharpen iron. What is it?
Yeah, iron sharpens iron. That's a fact.
Yeah, man.
That's the only way to do it.
It's real shit. So anyway, yo, we out here for you guys, man. So I'll be taking some suggestions on topics, questions. I'm not going to answer everybody's shit, but this is what I'm going to do. When guys tell me what they want us to talk about, what they want us to cover, I'm going to be working with Sai a lot more. You tell us, and whenever I see multiple people saying the same thing, then I'm going to address it.
And just tag my grandma and shit. I don't even be reading them comments and shit, because I know niggas be saying shit just to say it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you just saying stuff just to say, you're just wasting time or whatever. Yeah, there's a lot of people watching. Just I don't even know what you're watching for, because if you complaining about the content you watching, I'm so confused.
Yeah, I don't really care what niggas have to say, so I don't even read comments. Like,
yeah,
I just be like,
I gotta read them though.
Nah, of course.
Yeah, I gotta read them. My producer gonna read them. So, yeah, we're gonna try to to touch on more things, more type of requests, and also the GoFundMe is or the Cash App is in there. So yeah, if you want like a custom video or whatever, you could just drop some bread in the Cash App, and then we'll do it like that. That's for sure. If you want something personalized, personalized topic. But other than that, I'm just gonna group the suggestions by the ones I see more frequently that are similar, and I'll find a way to put it all into one video and try to answer some of you guys' questions and concerns. And I mean, that's about it. So we started this off talking about Kanye and Kim, but I don't care about personal people. Like, I don't care about the actual person. I'm more interested in the situation, and the situation is Kanye is not having access to his children like he should, and Kim is playing them baby mama games. So plenty of guys is going through that. I know plenty of married men going through that, divorced men are going through that, and single men with baby mamas is going through that. So we got to talk about it. You know what I'm saying,
Ah,
fellas?
see.
So we're going to get up out of here. We're going to get fresh and probably make some more content today. Who knows? Or we might just do some business. Or we might just eat like fat mobsters. I don't know yet, but we're going to do something, though. All right, y'all? Peace.